Greetings fellow YouTubers, this is the Budget Army channel, yet another exciting video for your viewing pleasure. Actually, this will be a quick update on my reloading setup. As you can see, I've got my press mounted and ready to go. It's rock solid, and I'm a really strong guy. Well, no I'm not. But I had several people PM me a lot of different suggestions and also comment on my last update video. A couple guys suggested I drill a hole underneath to you know, expel the spent primers, but the only problem is where the hole would be is where that wall is, so that wouldn't have worked. And another person suggested I put a bunch of washers underneath to raise the level up, but and they were all great suggestions, and I actually considered them very seriously. But it turns out, for me, the best thing was to go with these two pieces of wood. The primers will fall out there, and I'll probably put like a piece of paper towel or something underneath there so I can catch them. I also got this little $15 box from Lowe's to keep my my stuff fairly organized. This is basically set up for the three most common calibers that I'm going to reload: 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 45. Processed brass is here. I've got 100 pieces of 40 Smith & Wesson processed brass, which means it's been sized, trimmed, chamfered, primed, basically ready to go to be charged, you know, and all that other stuff. Here's a place for my bullets. Basically all I've got is 9mm bullets. I do have a few 45 bullets for some bullets I took apart that were actually well, I'll get into that later. Small pistol primers, large pistol. This isn't all of them. The rest are up here on the shelf, but this keeps them close by. Chamfer tool, you know, cutter and lock stud. I don't have a primer pocket cleaner, but I've got a space for it. Also, my 9mm case trim gauge, also 40 Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, which I don't have any of those yet either, but I will. Also, I've got a loop in case I want to get up close and personal with my brass or my bullets. Of course, highlighter if I want to highlight anything in my reloading manual, and some pens if I want to take any notes. And I do have a little compartment here for flits. I won't be using flits for reloading, but I just like having flits around because it's just cool to say flits. Could you please pass the flits? Yes, thank you. Here's my reloading manual. I put this a little shelf thing here so I'd always have it handy with my reading glasses. Oh, wait, no. The Pillsbury Doughboy 30th birthday collector glass, which is actually plastic. I got this for Christmas from one of my sister-in-laws. Was it sisters-in-law or sister-in-laws? Anyway, I got 3 of them, and I got that from one of them about 10-12 years ago. Here's my kinetic bullet puller hammer thingy. My cutter ball. Here are my 2 reloading dies. I plan on getting a 3rd at least, and possibly a 4th. Pencils, a bore light. Little tool, screwdriver tool that I keep handy. Cleaning supplies are up here also. You know, I got there are my patches, you know, rags, spare brushes and stuff like that, spare bore cleaners and things of that nature. Q-tips, other brushes, and pick set, solvents. You know, there's my Hoppe's. There's my Hoppe's Elite. Actually, I do like that stuff, but I do want to get some Ballistol eventually. Oh, here's a mic flag, an old mic flag for a station I used to work at. Oh, a tap light. See, it works. A couple of, I mean, this is one of the things we found. We found that Pillsbury Doughboy glass also in a box that we were unearthing as we were, you know, working on cleaning out the garage. One other thing I did was I put this piece of cardboard underneath my ammo because it was really bending those things back there. So it just helps distribute the weight a little bit better. I'd probably put a piece of 1/4-inch plywood underneath it eventually, and I'm going to add a 3rd shelf here because my brass doesn't like sharing space with these light bulbs. Don't ask me why, don't ask me how I know, I just know, okay? I just know. So that's pretty much it. I am going to a gun show this weekend, so hopefully I'm going to be picking up a scale so I can start actually loading bullets. I do have the auto disc powder measure, which, you know, does the measuring for me automatically. However, I will not load without a scale because I want to be able to check the weight to make sure it's throwing the right amount of powder. Oh, I've got this little filing cabinet I'm keeping my powder in right now. Yeah, I don't want to. You want to keep your powder separate from your primers. So all I have is a 1-pound can of Unique. Alliant used to be owned by Hercules, but Alliant bought Hercules. And you notice it's cleaner burning. Alliant redid Unique, so it actually burns cleaner without changing the amount. So if you've been using Unique, now, and this is not brand new, it's been out for a little while, but In case you still have the old Unique, maybe you're still going through it and you're not sure about the new Unique, it's the exact same amount of grains as you would with the old Unique. I don't know what they did, but this was $16.99, 17 bucks for a pound. I bought this from a local gun store because the gun shows were still selling for as much as, well, when I bought that anyway, a little while ago, it was like 25, 26 bucks a can. And I'm like, no, not when I can get it for 60. Now it's about 15 bucks at my local gun store that I can buy stuff like that from. Very reasonable. So, said I got money for a voice gig I did, a voiceover gig. Got the check in today, so I'll be spending it all at the gun show. So hopefully I'll be coming back with good stuff. And by the way, I do voiceover work. I don't really pursue it, so I don't get a lot of these jobs. But if you know anybody that's in the market that needs a voice, the last one I did was just a narration for an awards slide presentation for somebody that won some business person of the year in some industry. But I work cheap, and I can do some production, but generally speaking, just the dry voice. So if you know anybody that needs it, I can do it. That's it for now. Hopefully my next update will have bullets actually being loaded by Mr. Lee Press here. And it's the anniversary packet that I got, as I said before. That works great. Like I have processed some brass. I got 100 pieces of 40 that I've done, and I'll get into that later. But thanks for watching. I'll try to keep this short. I hope I've not bored anybody. But take it easy, everybody.